You're listening to the Uplevel Your Online Business Show, where wealth is empowering, purpose is crucial, and high vibes are non-negotiable. And now, here's your host, certified business coach and practical woo strategist, Sara J. Loureiro.
All right, welcome. This episode of the Uplevel Your Online Business Show is going to be all about how to own your pricing. And so usually when we first get into our online businesses and we're trying to figure out what type of pricing is going to be relevant, what type of pricing is going to be affordable for our clients, and what type of pricing ultimately is going to be the best for our businesses, we tend to severely undervalue ourselves and undervalue the packages that we have. And so I was totally guilty of this myself. When I first started off with my first online coaching business, I wanted to be the most affordable yoga teacher and life coach that there was. I was basically pricing myself off of what I thought other people could afford. And what that left me with was a whole bunch of people who really just wanted the most budgeted, inexpensive sessions that you could possibly imagine. I didn't get the high-end clients because I wasn't asking for the high-end clients. And as you can imagine, once I started to make the calculations of how much I was gaining per hour versus how much I was spending my time on marketing, spending my time on homework for my clients and things like that, it really came around to like a very minimum wage type work that I was creating, even though I was giving such a high quality of service. And so then I did a little something like this. I said, okay, well, how much do I really realistically need to be making per month to be able to leave my 9-to-5, to be able to do everything that I really want to do? And so I ended up saying, okay, my bare minimum is this amount. And then so I actually started creating my pricing and creating everything that I was doing around that bare minimum, around that, like, I just need this to survive. And so you can only guess what happens from here. When I created all of my pricing and structured my entire business off of, I just need this to survive, I literally created a business where I was barely surviving. Now this was over 3 years ago, guys, so luckily I have completely wiped that out of my system, but it has taken a lot of money mindset and a lot of value and really owning my value and understanding my place in the market that has allowed me to get to where I am today, where I'm creating pricing, I'm creating packages that offer me a sustainable lifestyle while at the same time giving high quality service to my clients where I'm not always overworked and unable to meet all of their needs at the same time. And I cannot even begin to explain to you how many women I speak to almost on a daily basis who tell me, well, I just need $3,000 a month to live. So as long as I have a $3,000 business, I'm fine. And so they start aiming all of their business marketing and everything that they're doing around $3,000 months. But here's the thing about entrepreneurship. When you are aiming for a specific amount every single month, you're not actually bringing in a steady paycheck. And more than that, what we don't realize is there's so much of that income that's going to be going to taxes, so much of that is going to be going to operations. There's so much more that goes into a business rather than a job where you're getting a paycheck at the end of the day to make that business sustainable. So first things first, if you are packaging your services and pricing your packaged services based on what you think people can afford and based on your minimum amount that you need to survive and live comfortably, you are doing both yourself and your clients a huge disservice. And here is the amazing truth about owning a service-based industry, is that once you really start to understand who your ideal client is and who your niche is, they don't give a shit about how much you are charging. They don't. What they care about is how much you are able to deliver on the results and the desires that they are looking for. If you want high-end clients, you will not be able to work with high-end clients while being overworked and burnt out at the same time, because that's not what a high-end client wants. A high-end client is gonna want your best attention on whatever it is that you're helping them with. An ideal high-end client is going to want you to be working with them and on their issues when they need it the most. And if you are trying to juggle a whole bunch of different clients at once with all of their different caseloads, you're gonna be juggling so much that at the end of the day, your quality of service is always gonna go down. And so if you're listening to this right now, and if you're just like, oh my goodness, this is totally me, this is definitely what I'm doing to myself, I want you to take a moment and just go in and journal in a piece of paper exactly how much you would need in your business after taxes, after all of your operations that you're spending within your business, including coaching, including programs, including ads, anything like that. And you're gonna come back with a number. That number that you come back with is going to be the number that you need to live comfortably. It's no longer that number, not including taxes, not including operations, not including marketing budgets and things like that. And now, what I want you to do is figure out how many one-on-one clients you need to create that number, and how you're going to also leverage other programs that you might have. So group programs, passive income products, anything like that. So now that you've done this, you officially have a number that's a lot more sustainable for your business. But guess what? Even with this number that you have, it's still that minimum that you need to feel comfortable. And like I said before, with entrepreneurship, we know that you're not going to be getting a steady paycheck month to month. We don't know for sure if you're going to sign up those 4 clients every single month, or if there's one month that you're going to sign up 1 client, and the other month you're going to sign up 7. And so here's what I would love for you to do instead. And this is going to be so inspiring for you. I want you to go ahead and double that number. Yes, you heard me right. Double that number. Whatever the number on your piece of paper is that you need to live comfortably after taxes, after all of the operations, all of the coaching in your business, go ahead and double that number. And as you double that number, can you double the amount of clients that you have with that number based on the client load that you know that you can handle? If the answer to that is a no, then you need to be increasing your prices. So the beauty of now doubling that number is that you are no longer focused on just surviving in your business and just creating survival and worrying about your bills and worrying about your mortgage payments. Instead, you're focusing on a number that is a lot more uncomfortable for you, but at the same time gives you so much more expansion in your business. And it becomes a lot funner. It pushes you outside of your comfort zone, and it really forces you to not only think about all of the bills that you have to pay, but also how you can creatively come up with more money and come up with more clients. And one of the funnest things about this theory is that even if you don't make that number, you're still gonna fall somewhere around it. You're still gonna fall under a certain percentage of whatever that goal was. And guess what? That percentage is very likely to be more than that initial goal that you had set just to survive. How much funner does business become when it's not just about surviving and paying our bills? How much less desperate will you feel on the next call you have with a potential client, or the next time you go out and sell your passive income product? It's no longer about, I need this amount or else I can't pay my bills. It's more so about, this might give me this amount, and this amount feels really freaking abundant and awesome. And even if I don't make this amount, it's totally fine because I'm still paying my bills at the end of the day. I'm still being able to manage everything that I have in my life. And the more people I serve, the bigger impact I make in my industry. Think about it that way too. How much more of an impact would you be able to have in your own industry if you doubled your numbers? How many more people would be affected by your work? How many more lives would transform from everything that you have set out to do for your community? And here's another reason why increasing your pricing and increasing your numbers is going to give you so much more expansion in your business and in the lives of everyone that you communicate to. Even if some people can no longer quote unquote afford your services, imagine how many more people are being impacted by your voice, by your inspiration for free. If we know that in the online business world, around 95% of your community will never buy from you, how good does it feel that by amplifying your numbers, doubling your pricing, or doubling your goals, you're also doubling the amount of people who are going to be able to benefit from your work for free? Whereas if you function from a state of scarcity and a state of minimum, you're not impacting as many people, you're not helping as many people, you're not creating as much of an impact in your community. And so it no longer becomes about what people can afford. Now it's about how many lives can I touch with my message? Because when you double your goals and you double your reach, you're always going to get the people who literally will pay you whatever it takes because they know that you can give them the results that they're looking for. There are always going to be those people who really want that one-on-one approach, or they really want that program because they've tried everything else and nothing else has helped them. And they've done those cheaper alternatives before. They've done those cheaper options, but what they need is quality service, and that is what you provide. And that is why they will pay you whatever amount it is that you are offering your services at. And there might be 100 other people online that are doing the exact same thing that you are doing, but all of those other people are not you. They are not people that your potential clients might know, like, and trust enough, but you are. And that's what makes you different, and that's what makes you unique. But how can people even afford my services, you might ask? You've been on so many calls when people are saying, you know, money is an issue, money is an issue, money is an issue. And so let me tell you something. Half of the time when people say that money is an issue, money isn't actually the biggest issue. The biggest issue is fear. You might even say that more than half, that 90% or 95% of the time that people say that money is an issue, it's actually not the biggest issue that they have. The biggest issue that people have is whether or not they will be able to put in the work that it takes for them to see the results that you are telling them are possible. And if you are still doubting the fact that you can raise your pricing or double your goals, I want you to take a look at the purse industry. I feel like this is the perfect industry as an example for pricing and owning your value. A purse, a handbag that a woman owns, literally provides the exact same function, whether it's from the dollar store or whether it's a Hermes. All you need for your purse is for it to have a zipper, for you to put your wallet in it, and maybe your lipstick, maybe your little journal, maybe a few other things that you have. But as long as it has a handle and a zipper and some space, it serves its function, right? Now, are all purses the same? Hell no. A Walmart purse is never gonna have the exact same quality as a Hermes or as a Louis Vuitton or as a Gucci or as a Chanel. The craftsmanship is completely different. The quality of the materials is different. The amount of time that went into the design is different. The amount of time that it went to outsourcing into ethical practices is different. Even the marketing of that purse is completely different. Are they both purses? Are they both handbags? Do they serve the exact same function? Yes. Are they the same quality? No. But is someone who knows the quality of Chanel or the quality of Gucci or even the quality of a Michael Kors, is that person going to go out and say, well, I might as well buy the Walmart purse or the Primark purse because it's cheaper? No, that person is never going to do that because that person understands that there's a very big difference in quality from the two. The same people who go and purchase coffee from Starbucks might not be the same people who go and purchase coffee from McDonald's. I happen to absolutely love going to Starbucks because I can customize my tea lattes. I can get a tea latte made out of coconut milk, out of soy milk, out of almond milk. I can ask for half the sugar. I can get no whipped cream. And when I go into Starbucks, there's some beautiful music playing. There are some beautiful places that I can sit down and really be able to enjoy my day. So am I gonna pay double for my tea latte at Starbucks when I can get half the price at McDonald's? Oh, hell yes, I am. And here's the thing, for you to really be able to own your pricing, you have to own your value. You have to own the fact that you are the Chanel bag or that you are the Starbucks latte. You just produce higher quality work. And your ideal clients are going to see that. And not only are they going to see that, they're going to be looking for that when they're looking for the person who is going to be able to provide them the results that they're looking for. If you know that you have a high quality service, that you have had the certifications that you need, or you have the experience that it needs, or you just know that you're really freaking awesome at what you do, why are you not charging your worth? Why are you charging based on what people can afford? Or what you think people can afford? It just doesn't make any sense. There are always going to be the people who want the discounts. There are always going to be the people who buy the Walmart bag, and that's fine. There is nothing wrong with that. But just remember that those might not be your people. If you get on the phone with someone who doesn't agree with your rates, they're not your person. Let me tell you that I have seen this happening from industry to industry, from health coaches to yoga teachers to website designers. So many women undervaluing themselves, undervaluing their work because they're afraid of what other people can afford. And now let me tell you this. I have worked with women who have literally doubled their rates, and as a result of doubling their rates, they've gotten fantastic clients coming in at double their rate, and they're getting fully booked with these amazing clients. When you own your value and own the fact that you are fantastic at what you do, that is when you start to attract the people who are attracted to that type of confidence that you have. They are attracted to that high quality service. They are attracted to the way that you are conducting your business, and they are going to pay you full price for that. But in order for them to value your pricing and to value your services, you are the one who needs to put in that work first. If you don't value your own work, no one else will. If you are constantly giving discounts, you are going to create a client base that wants discounts. If you know that it's time to increase your rates, or that it's time to really own your pricing and own what it is that you're doing, realize that you are the only person who is standing in your way. Because once you can price yourself based on that idea of expansion, based on that idea of doubling what your goals are, things start to become so much easier. Your marketing starts to become so much funner. The impact that you can create within the world, within your community, even within the 95% of people who will likely never buy from you, is still so much greater. You're actually creating more of an impact when you increase your rates, when you increase your goals, than when you stay at the bare minimum, because you're helping so many more people. Let me ask you this. Would you rather work with 20 different clients at once at 25% of what you really want to charge, be overworked, be working 50 to 60 hours a week, and really being able to serve much fewer people for free because you don't have time to do all of the other marketing that you need to do in your business? Or would you rather be working with 5 people or 10 people at a time at quadruple that rate? And as a result of being able to do that, one, focusing on much higher quality service for those 5 people. 2, working way less hours on that specific client load. And 3, having so much more time in your day to then focus on all of your free efforts that you're sharing with a much bigger community. What would you rather? Here's an amazing mantra for you today. As I fully own and expand into the price point that allows me to create a bigger impact, I not only create a more expansive, wealthy life for myself, but I am also able to transmit that inspiring energy on so many more people. By me up-leveling my value and my pricing, I am up-leveling my entire community. How does that feel? And I really want to leave you with this. If you are struggling to really own the value of your pricing, just remember this. You are the designer handbag. You are not the second-hand thrift store bag anymore. Step into how that feels, and then the next time that you are confronted with this exact dilemma, just remember who you are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Uplevel Your Online Business Show. If you enjoy our show and would like the show notes and free goodies about how to grow your online coaching business, head over to sarajlorero.com for more information. We hope you'll tune in next time.